but the dog's in a cage. So somebody put the dog in a cage. Hello? Police department.
Yeah. And the worst part is, we threw her off the bridge, and the body never showed up.
It's probably frozen.
It's probably all the way out in the ocean.
And it's frozen, so she's not coming up anytime soon. Everybody's probably at the bottom of the ocean, or she got eaten by a shark or something.
She goes to walk out the front door. I choke her out, drag her. My biggest problem was the dog, and her dog laid there and watched as I killed her.
On December 3rd, 2016, police found Sarah Stern's grandmother's car abandoned on the Route 35 bridge between Neptune and Belmar, New Jersey. That car was used by 19-year-old Sarah, but she was nowhere inside. Her phone had gone off. Her mother passed away earlier, while her father was in Florida. No one could explain why her car was left there.
Corey, Sarah Stern's car was found on the Belmar Bridge just above me, ditched in December. Police never found her body, so first thing tomorrow they'll be searching these waters as a desperate father waits.
At first, investigators had only a vehicle, a bridge, and a missing 19-year-old artist. There was nothing of immediate concern or proof that Sarah had been harmed. But the people closest to her were already giving answers that didn't fully line up.
How's she been acting lately?
The same? Different?
No.
Liam, you've known her since first grade, you said.
Yeah.
Has she been different than normal lately?
Well,
and for how long?
in the past, she has had a tendency to have self-destructive suicidal behavior. I actually know that.
How long ago?
Police still needed to know one thing. Did Sarah leave that bridge herself? Or had someone placed her car there to make it look that way? That question would eventually lead them back to her perpetrator, and a confession no one expected. Sarah Stern was known in Neptune City as an artist with a strong interest in online culture, particularly YouTube creators. She spent time drawing, following content creators, and engaging in digital communities. Despite losing her mother, Carla Stern, to cancer in 2013, she maintained a routine and continued pursuing her interests. She had plans, personal belongings she valued, and connections within her community. Nothing in her daily life suggested an immediate departure. She had no plans to leave the state, no verified arrangements to relocate. At that point, her disappearance didn't align with her known behavior. From the beginning, two parallel narratives started building, one based on evidence, the other based on how people describe Sarah. She was portrayed by some as withdrawn, emotionally affected by her mother's death in 2013, and possibly unstable. Those claims came early, and they came repeatedly. One of Sarah's childhood friends, McAtasny, told the investigating officers that she had recently moved the stuff out of her dad's house.
Taken money from her in the past. Okay. I think her mom was supposed to leave her money or something. I know she definitely has a lot of trust issues with her dad. Okay. So I've just been trying to help her out.
Detectives didn't accept that narrative without inquiry. In missing person cases, how someone is described can influence the direction of the investigation. And here, that description seemed unusually consistent and strategically placed. That's where things started to shift. In the house where Sarah was brutally attacked, her cell phone was found inside her home. The data retrieved from her phone revealed her last text was sent on Thursday, December 1st, at exactly 3:40 p.m. She texted her father to ask when he was getting home from his vacation in Florida, to which he replied he would arrive by Saturday. Sarah was last seen or heard from by friends or family on December 2nd, 2016. Her grandmother was sick and was living away for a while, so she would be living alone at her uncle's home until they arrived the next morning. Later that night, her communication stopped entirely. She was not responding to any messages from her father or picking up a call from her grandmother. On December 3rd, as the search started, the detectives began patrolling the area. They found something chilling. Sarah's grandmother's car, which she drove on a regular basis, has been abandoned on a Belmar Bridge with no sign of Sarah anywhere. The dashcam footage from the officer's car shows the moment the officer inspected the car. By December 6th, after several days without contact, she was officially reported missing. But the discovery of her car days earlier had already escalated concern. The location of the vehicle, abandoned on a bridge, introduced a serious possibility. But without a body, without witnesses, and without direct evidence, investigators couldn't confirm what had happened. The search began from Sarah's house, but they found nothing that could provide help. Luckily, one of the officers had a chance to speak to a neighbor whom Sarah had recently met.
Yeah, we're trying to find Sarah. Well, she's supposedly calling Liam to see if Sarah's over there. So.
I would never leave Buddy, her dog.
The dog is in the cage at the house.
Okay. She brought over today a bin. Can I bring my mother's stuff to your house? Carla dog.
Yeah, I know. So she brought a bin of stuff of her mother's to your house?
Taped over, and it's in my kitchen. I was out. I said, yes, I'll put it in the cubby. And I tried texting her, and nothing.
According to the lady, when Sarah came to her house earlier to place her mother's belongings there, she seemed mentally exhausted.
I have brought her to the hospital.
That's my next
twice.
question. Is she depressed? Is she?
I think she's depressed.
Is she? Not any way, do you think?
I don't know.
The officers returned to the station to develop a quick plan on how they should continue the search. Time was running out, and nobody knew whether Sarah was alive or if something unexplainable had happened to her.
This girl at 4:30 this afternoon, her mother died a couple years ago. She's been very depressed. Her father's got a new relationship. She's not getting along with her father. There's all kinds of emotional issues with her. 4:30 this afternoon, she took a box of all of her personal memorabilia of her mother over to the neighbor's house. It was all taped up real tight and nice. She brought it over to her neighbor's house and left it with the neighbor. Now the neighbor thinks that's extremely odd.
The investigators decide to first interrogate the people whom she met just before her disappearance. Liam McAtasny quickly became central to the timeline. He acknowledged being with Sarah on December 2nd.
Liam, you Liam? You got a second? Can I come in and talk to you real quick?
Yeah, no problem, officer.
Is Sarah here by chance?
No.
When was the last time you talked to her?
I was with her today,
What time?
before I went to work.
So it was earlier today?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had any kind of contact at all with her? Turn some light on if you don't mind.
I mean, we went to get food today.
And you went to work at what time?
4:30.
Okay, so you haven't talked to her since 4:30? You have a cell phone you can reach out to her on?
I actually haven't been able to find my cell phone.
Any idea where
I've
it's
been
at?
calling it all day.
What was her mindset last time you talked to her?
I just know she's been trying to get away. She's been telling me she's going to Canada.
Trying to get away, okay. Canada, she's been real depressed lately?
Her dad is crazy.
But his account raised concerns. He offered explanations that weren't directly asked for. He repeatedly suggested Sarah may have gone to Canada. He described her as emotionally unstable and depressed.
Okay, and then she's dealing with the loss of her mother. Her dad's in Florida right now, right?
Her dad, yeah. He's coming back today, I guess. I don't know what time it is.
Where's the grandma?
Grandma's actually sick.
Where's the grandma at right now? She's not at the
She's
house.
staying with some family member.
All right, keep looking for your phone to see if there's any messages or anything. All right?
Thank you.
And all these things sitting around here.
Let us know. All right, call us up.
Yeah,
let
I'm
us
sorry
know
about all this.
Yeah, that's questionable behavior, man.
If you can maybe reach out to some friends, maybe hit our message on social
I
media.
definitely will.
Start reaching out to somebody, see if anybody's talked to her, or when they talked to her, what her mindset was and all that. All
I'm
right.
planning on getting a phone as soon as I wake up.
And
yeah, we spoke
as
to your
soon
mom
as
before.
you hear anything, call the Neptune City or Neptune Township Police Department. Let us know.
As soon as the detective finished questioning Liam, he met another neighbor who was close to Sarah. Her account contradicted Liam's claims.
She would never leave without telling me she was going to Canada. Never. Never.
Here's. I'll bring you up to speed on what we have so far. Her car was found with nobody in it. We're trying to find out why her car was where it was and make sure she's all right. The car's registered to Grandma, who's 96.
Yeah, I know.
Initially, we tried to make sure Grandma was all right. We know Grandma's staying with a neighbor now, and now we're trying to find out, make sure Sarah's all right. I don't know when Mike's coming home, but it's a tough relationship between him and her, right?
I have taken the kid to the emergency room.
Has she ever done anything crisis-wise or anything? Does she take any kind of meds?
No.
Does it take any kind of Prozac, anything like that?
No.
Later that evening, on December 6th, Liam was brought in to the police department for further questioning. This time, they wanted a clear timeline of events instead of ambiguous answers.
We just want to talk to you in some greater detail about what information you know about where she is. All right. Who do you live with, Liam?
I live with my roommate, Preston Taylor.
Is you friends with Sarah also?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we all went to high school together.
Okay.
Initially, it seems Liam is being cooperative with his forward posture and hands on the table. But the tone he used about his childhood friend showed no empathy. His behavior seemed unemotional and cold. Instead of providing help, he suggested that Sarah harbored suicidal thoughts because of his father.
Make just a comment or whatever.
Yeah.
Does she ever talk about liking guys or
Not that I know of.
girls?
No. She has been known to obsess over girls in the past, though. One of my ex-girlfriends a few years ago.
The detectives noted that Liam seemed nervous, and his voice was becoming shakier. He took longer to respond, which was unusual. His answers appeared cooperative, but the details didn't fully align with what investigators already knew.
No idea why she wouldn't tell me anything before she left. Like the last time I said goodbye to her, it was just like any other day. Like, see you later, I gotta go to work. Nothing. She didn't say anything. Many of her relatives had been over the house.
Liam repeatedly told that Sarah's father was either rude or violent with her, as if he desperately wants to shift the blame and get himself ruled out of the suspect list.
Not incident that she's spoken to you about regarding her dad.
I know that when her mom died, she had money that was supposed to go to her, and her dad took that from her. It's kind of been the big thing over the years that she's always said. The dad took money from her, dad took money from her.
But investigators had already noted that pattern, because at this stage, there was no evidence supporting that claim. After the detectives have built a rapport, it was time for the most crucial part of the interrogation. According to Liam, he last saw Sarah on Friday, December 2nd. He and Sarah were together till the evening, just before he went to work around 5 p.m.
Woke up on Friday.
Slept in
Till what time?
say somewhere around noon.
Okay. What I do when you got up?
Did some dishes, cleaned up the house. Then I called her initially, asked her if she wanted to get some food. She said she had to.
What time did you hook up with Sarah?
Sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock.
Between 1 and 2?
I went over. I helped her.
Did you go to eat?
Not yet.
Okay.
We did go to eat, but we initially wrapped up all of her stuff, put it in the containers, and then went across the street to the Drapers.
Which Taco Bell do you?
One Neptune. Do you remember the names of the streets?
Liam specified exactly what time he left for work and the time he usually gets back. This detail is crucial, as you will see later in the investigation.
What time did I work?
Yes. Shift.
Between 4:45 5 o'clock, I got there, and then I was off sometime around 10 o'clock.
You drove there?
Yep.
As the investigation progressed, independent evidence began filling the gaps. CCTV footage captured Sarah driving, with Liam sitting beside her. They reportedly stopped at Taco Bell and Carney Bank.
How you doing? You want a cigarette?
Nah, I'm good. I quit them.
Okay.
I was smoking a lot of cigarettes while I was tripping.
Really?
Yeah. I tripped for like 2 months straight.
What were you doing?
Sitting around.
What you been up to?
Hiding from the cops.
What happened?
Dude, you can't blame me for doing this, right? I gotta feel you up real quick, alright?
You're good.
No disrespect.
I'll show you.
No disrespect, okay?
Nothing.
Yeah, I got the FBI on my ass.
This contradicted parts of Liam's initial statements, where he had failed to mention key movements, like a bank visit. The next day, on 7th December, Preston Taylor was brought to interrogation. He was one of Sarah and Liam's friends.
He wasn't back from work until like 11 and 12. Between 11 and 12? Yeah. You got home? Okay. Do you remember what you were doing when you came home?
Since the night of 2nd December, he and Liam had been staying at the same house. The investigators would inquire about the timeline to check for any inconsistencies. According to Preston's statement, the timelines didn't match, and more importantly, neither showed the level of concern typically expected from close friends of a missing person. His demeanor was controlled, almost withdrawn. When compared to Liam's, the only similarity they had was that they were both inconsistent. The questioning lasted for a while before it ended without a major breakthrough. Despite Liam's and Preston's questionable behavior, the detectives had to release them due to the lack of evidence. For weeks, the case remained unresolved. No trace of Sarah, no confirmed cause or direct evidence of a crime. Then, on January 24th, 2017, a new development changed everything. A mutual friend, Anthony Curry, approached the police. He reported that Liam had previously described a plan to rob and kill Sarah for the money she got from her late mother. At first, it sounded unrealistic, and he thought it was a bluff. But as soon as Anthony learned the truth, he agreed to cooperate with the police. On January 31st, he secretly recorded a conversation with Liam. That recording would become the turning point of the entire case.
Yeah, and the worst part is, we threw her off the bridge, and the body never showed up.
It's probably frozen.
It's probably all the way out in the ocean.
And it's frozen, so she's not coming up anytime soon. Everybody's probably at the bottom of the ocean, or she got eaten by a shark or something.
Liam was bragful and thrilled, as if describing a movie and not a horrible crime that claimed an innocent person's life. Despite being nervous, Anthony would follow the strategy as planned with the officers.
We went to the bank. She took some money out, not all of her money. We're counting it out, and then she goes to walk out the front door. I choke her out, drag her. My biggest problem was the dog, and her dog laid there and watched as I killed her. Didn't do anything. Her f***ing dog. What kind of dog? Yeah, what kind of dog is that? It's like some...
Was it a big dog?
It looks like a beagle, but it's like the size of a Great Dane.
Jeez. Nobody was there? Grandmother was
No,
there?
nobody was there. Even her dad wasn't there. He was in Florida.
Yeah, you said that he was going away.
Yeah. So, I have to leave. I f***ing dropped my phone.
Liam described planning the crime for months. He explained how he strangled Sarah after she withdrew money from Kearney Bank on December 2nd. He detailed how he attempted to dispose of her body from the Route 35 bridge, with Preston assisting.
Like...
Wait, you left your phone?
Yeah, I lost it. I couldn't find it. I had to go to work. I had timed everything out so that...
Why did you take your phone? You should have left it in your f***ing pocket.
Dude.
What were you doing?
Strangling someone? I couldn't find it, dude. It ended up being out in the driveway.
Oh, it must have dropped out of your pocket.
It must have dropped when I was crawling to get in the car.
At that moment, the case shifted from uncertainty to confirmation. Liam was the murderer of Sarah Stern, while Preston was the accomplice. They maliciously planned to split the stolen money. Liam hid Sarah's body in the bathroom of her house and immediately left for work to create an alibi.
I was driving, and I had her buckled in the passenger
Right, so
seat.
she looks like she's just sleeping.
She's just sitting up, and my plan was, for me, I underestimated my own strength and how much a dead body would weigh.
Investigators also noted the level of planning involved. Later that night, Liam and Preston would execute their final plan of disposing of Sarah's body. Walkie-talkies were used to avoid phone tracking.
Cars start coming up. I see like headlights coming. I try to get her over and I can't. My leg up. Like the weight from her body like made me fall and my leg like went up. So now I'm limping, my leg's f***ed up and there's 3 cars coming up. So I grab her body. Dude, I had superhuman strength and I threw it in the car and I picked it up and her feet were up here and her head was down there and 3 cars go by and I'm losing my because that easily could have been a cop.
Yeah.
And then
I mean the police station is like right there.
Yeah. And then Preston comes over the bridge, goes around, makes a U-turn, comes up behind me.
Liam drove Sarah's car and stopped by the edge of the bridge rail. Next, he would describe the brutal way he tried to drag Sarah that no human could imagine.
Facing the back of the car. Okay. Standing there or sitting there? What was he doing? Just standing there waiting for me to pull up. Okay. And when you pulled up, was Sarah still in the car? No. Did Liam need help? Did you have to help Liam? Because I know he said that he couldn't drag her, he needed help. Did you have to help him lift her over? Yeah, he had her on the sidewalk and I just helped him. Okay. How what do you mean he had her on the sidewalk? She was sitting there? Like half out of the car. Okay. So he was having trouble, it looked like? Yeah. All right, so you helped him lift her and throw her over the bridge? Yeah. Okay. Was that hard to do physically to get her over the bridge?
This wasn't impulsive. It was premeditated and planned for months. Following the arrest on February 2nd, 2017, both were interrogated again. This time, the approach changed. First, Liam was brought in, and then Preston. Preston Taylor eventually confessed. He admitted that Liam had been planning the crime for months, motivated by money Sarah had discovered, estimated between $50,000 and $100,000, though they could only rob $10,000. He described assisting in moving Sarah's body from her home, placing it in her car, and helping dispose of it from the bridge. He also admitted to helping retrieve a safe containing money and burying parts of it in Shark River Park. While Preston confessed, Liam stayed silent during the interrogation. But the police now had all the evidence, along with a secret recording filmed by Anthony. It was enough to sentence him to life behind bars.
And had her just like dangling off the ground, and she just off and
because you lose control of your
said
body.
my name, and then that was it. And it took me a half an hour to kill her. I thought I was going to be able to choke her out and have her out in like a couple minutes.
Choked her out for 30 minutes.
I choked her out, and then she was just laying there having a seizure or something. So then I got a shirt and I just shoved it down her throat so she wouldn't throw up or anything, and held my finger over her nose and set a timer. That's the only time I had my phone. And it took me like a half an hour after I hit start.
In 2019, Liam McAtasny was sentenced to life in prison without parole, along with an additional 10-year sentence for desecration of human remains. Preston Taylor received 18 years in prison with parole eligibility after serving 85% of his sentence, following a plea agreement and testimony. But even after the confessions and convictions, one thing remained unrecovered. Sarah Stern's body was never found. And for her family, that absence never truly leaves the case behind. So what do you think? Did Preston Taylor deserve a lighter sentence for cooperating with investigators? Or was he just as responsible from the very beginning? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more detailed true crime breakdowns.